Welcome to Kermode Uncut. In the last two blogs, I've counted down numbers 10 to number 6 of my best and worst movies of the year. 10 to 6 of my best movies of the year so far have been The Tale of the Princess Kaguya, The Ecstasy of Wilko Johnson, Sunset Song, Brooklyn, and Song of the Sea. So, time now for my top 5 films released in UK cinemas in 2015.
Sit. Stand. Silence in the corridors and the communal areas. Skirts no more than 2 inches from the ground when kneeling.
If I were a fly on the wall in your house, what would I see?
And at number 5, a film I've talked about throughout the year, Carol Morley's The Falling. This was really one of the treats of 2015 for me. It's a film which I think has the very best elements of filmmakers like Nick Rowe.
Who was the first person in your age group to show symptoms?
It's superb use of music blended with visuals and a very, very enigmatic story. It's a film which isn't afraid to be ambiguous. For me, it establishes Carol Morley as one of the most exciting and adventurous filmmakers of her generation. I've seen the film more than once, and every time I've seen it, it's appeared to be a different movie. I think it is genuinely one of those films that gives to the audience what they bring to it. I hope you bring something very special to The Falling.
Nobody knows who I am anymore. What I'm really like. What I think about doing.
What's your name?
Therese.
Therese Balavat.
And yours?
Carol.
The night is like a lovely tune. Beware, my foolish heart.
And at number 4, from Carol Morley to Carol, Todd Haynes' note-perfect adaptation of Patricia Highsmith's novel. Now, an awful lot of the praise for this film is centred on the performances, understandably brilliant work by Cate Blanchett and Rooney Mara, but so much of it, to me, is to do with the direction by Todd Haynes, who has always been a favourite right back to days of Superstar, the Karen Carpenter Story and Poison, and also brilliant cinematography by Ed Lachman, who shot the film on 16mm to really give that texture and grain to the image. I think this is one of those films that demonstrates that it's possible to take a very, very complicated novel and put it on screen with all those complications intact. It's a ravishing cinematic experience, and it's my 4th favourite film of the year.
I want it, and I will not deny it. Would you?
Fais ce que tu veux. Dis-le. Je fais ce que je veux. Vic. Vic comme victoire.
Into the top 3, and I have to say the top 3 titles were very, very difficult to get in the right order. I shuffled them around many times, but at number 3, Girlhood by Celine Sciamma, a fantastic Parisian tale of girls in the hood, directed by somebody who has absolute sympathy with and empathy for her characters. Streetwise casting really adds that authenticity, but it doesn't have that kind of cliched downbeat grit. It's a very colourful, vibrant, and in fact, celebratory movie. At number 3, Girlhood.
Et là, je me suis arrêtée et je vous ai regardé. Vous étiez belle. Et je me suis dit que ce moment, il était parfait.
Çağır Dumbledore Manny. Dosti.
Ne.
Bezci hasti.
Lampada.
In at number 2, one of the real surprises of the year for me, a film that I knew nothing about, despite the fact that it had played at the Sundance Film Festival back in 2014. Anne Lily Amberpause, A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, billed as the first Iranian vampire western, despite the fact that it's actually entirely shot in America. This was a real wonderful surprise and treat. It's shot in monochrome cinemascope. It's a film which plays with genre in a way I really like. At times it's a horror movie, other times it's a western, other times it's a kind of socio-political diatribe, and yet it never lets the politics get in the way of the story. You can tell that Anne Lily Amberpause is a musician because it has a fantastic use of music and visuals, and it's one of those movies I came out of genuinely jaw-dropped and gobsmacked. It's a real surprise, a real treat, and it is almost the best film of the year. but it just got pipped at the post.
Did you guys pick up on that?
Sure did. Something's wrong.
We're gonna find out what's happening, but we'll need support. Signal the husband.
Uh-oh, she's looking at us. What did she say?
What? Oh, sorry, sir. No one was listening.
Is it garbage night? We left the toilet seat up. What? What is it, woman? What?
Signal him again.
So, Riley, how was school?
You gotta be kidding me.
For this, we gave up that Brazilian helicopter pilot?
And so to number one, my favourite film of 2015 and the third animated feature to make it into my top 10 films this year. I'm talking, of course, about Pixar's Inside Out. For me, Pixar's most perfectly realised feature. Now, I have seen Inside Out more times than is healthy. It's one of those things that I kept going back to. Every chance, every excuse to watch it again I did. Why? Because every time you see it, there are more riches on offer. Then when it came out on DVD, I watched it again. Every time I see it, I see something different in there. Now, since then, Pixar released The Good Dinosaur, which is really a bit of a disappointment and demonstrates just how much it's possible to misjudge these things and to go wrong. But it was also very hard for anything to follow a film as perfect as Inside Out. It does that thing that the best cinema does, which is it appeals universally. If you're young or old, makes no difference. As long as you've got a pulse, Inside Out will get inside your head. It is, for me, the very best film of the year. Number one in my list of the top 10 films of 2015.
Come, fly with me, Cachinha.
I woke up this morning and the sun was gone. Turned on some music to start my day. And lost myself in a familiar song. I closed my eyes and I slipped away.
So there we have it, my top 10 films of the year. I think it's been a fantastic year, so many films to choose from. I know the naysayers go, oh well, cinema isn't as good as it used to be. Rubbish. If that's what you think, you're looking in the wrong place. There has been an extraordinary array of really exciting films released in UK cinemas this year. But tune in for the next Kermode Uncut when I run down numbers 5 to number 1 of my worst films of the year.